Hello, everybody. It's the dark side of reality with me, Adam Darkside.
And me, Emily Harness.
We're going to be reviewing some paranormal and UFO videos that should be downright spooky. I don't know.
Spooky, 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 spooky.
They might be. They might not be. We'll be the judge of that tonight. We'll be saying whether or not we think it's real or fake or
or
they
bullshit.
I mean, some people could think it's real because they don't know what it is, so they just assume it's paranormal. But unless I know for a fact that it can't be explained, it's kind of hard to call it paranormal. But I guess I could never really know for sure if I'm not there anyhow. But if like nothing, no explanation can come to mind, I'm not saying I'm a genius, but it's
Well,
not very, you
also
know,
with the world of AI today, it's hard to debunk some stuff because you can literally make anything you want.
I mean, I deal with AI every day, and there are some subtle hints that you can
There
tell
are,
if it's AI or not. That's for sure.
yeah, but some people don't know that.
Yeah, for sure. Some people believe everything they see is paranormal or it's a demon. I gotta exorcise the demon. No, it's not. It's not always a demon, people. And honestly, and
And just
I
because it's
should
paranormal doesn't automatically mean demon either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm tired of. I think the people who are true, if you're a real paranormal investigator, like a real one, you're gonna be a skeptical believer. Like if you've had something
As you
happen
should.
to you,
Yeah.
as you should, because if you're not questioning things and just assuming things, then I mean, how do you live life anyhow? Like, honestly, how do you walk through life and just assume everything you see is real? Like, I'm sorry, people, but people need to wake the up
Mm-hmm.
because right
Say it
now,
again.
yeah, wake the up. Oh my God, people. If that didn't wake you up, then are you with me? You awake now? Huh. I'm gonna start a movement called Woken, where
Yeah, I
like
don't know if you
it's
want to do
not,
that. That might
it's
get.
not, it doesn't mean you're woke. It means you're actually like you've been woken, like you're aware, like not just woke. Like what is that anyhow? Like woke.
No idea.
Y- does that mean you're awake? Like you're just
That means
woke?
you're woke.
Okay. I mean,
I mean, I don't know. It's
I,
terrible grammar, if you ask me.
it is terrible grammar, and quite honestly, like it needs to be like changed because like just because people don't agree with your philosophies doesn't mean they're not awake. Sorry. Half the time, the philosophies that are being spoken by the people who are supposedly
Woke.
woke aren't very woke, if you catch my drift.
Right? No,
Like
yeah,
you're
100%.
not you're definitely not awake. Like you're in dream world. They should call it dream oak or dreaming because you're fucking dreaming. Like half the shit that comes out of your mouth is just stupid. Like seriously.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. I think so many people are too. And honestly, if you don't agree, fuck off. I don't care. I don't. Leave. Bye. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because I do a podcast. If you like it, follow along. If you believe, if you agree with us, you don't even have to agree with us. Honestly, if you have your own personal there's comments right there. Like you literally can speak in your in the comments and tell me I'm a fucking idiot. I don't care. Because you know what? You aren't going to make me lose sleep at night because I could give less what you do. And people need to start being like that. If you cared so much about what other people do, people need to stop worrying about what other people do unless it affects you. If it affects you, then yes, obviously, if it affects you, you should be able to speak on it. But if it has nothing to do with you, then honestly, why do you care? Don't you have better things to do? Like, don't we have better things to worry about? Like things than
Some
to
people
worry.
don't. Some people literally spend their day trolling people on the internet.
Yeah, I
That's what
know.
they do.
And honestly, if any of those trolls are in here, guess what, buddy? Don't give a shit. Save your time and your effort.
Or troll away because all you're doing is helping the algorithm, and all you're
Yeah,
doing is letting people know that this is a podcast worth watching. So
yeah. Because if
troll
it
the
gets
fuck away. Come on,
Yeah, if
bring
it
it
if it
on.
gets if it gets under your skin bad enough to where you got to take time out of your day, guess what? You're doing me a favor because that means I'm getting to your ass. And
Yep.
honestly, it bothers you. So bring it on. And guess what? You think you control? You better want to watch what fights you start because I will come at you with a force that you've never seen before. Uh, um, and I'll do it in a nice way. I'm one of those. I'll do it in a very nice, sweet, peaceful way, but make you look like a complete idiot at the same time. I have
All
those
right.
capabilities.
Are we
But
watching a
anyway,
video? What
yeah,
are we doing
we're gonna
today?
watch a
What are we
video.
talking
We're
about?
um I haven't even watched all these because I wanted it to be kind of a surprise for myself too. Because last time I kind of watched some of it and I'm like kind of had time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'd rather be put on the spot and kind of like see how it goes. So
Yeah,
oh,
for sure.
there's somebody made a comment. Hi, whoever made a comment. My mouse isn't working at the moment. All
Ruh-roh.
right. Who do we got? Raider is in the channel. Hi, Raider Num. Okay, let's start the video. Show on stream.
I just did that. There we go.
You did that?
No, I did the comment.
At my haunted hotel, leave one question lingering. Is this whole pub really haunted?
Okay,
The evidence
where we left
suggests
off
that
on the other
something
video.
otherworldly may indeed be at play within its ancient walls. As always, I'll put some links to their projects in the description box down below.
Okay, come on. Let's get to the video. Here we go.
A Reddit user named Noadagio6743 has shared some wild footage that has left Reddit buzzing with speculation. The clip, originally posted to Facebook by an unknown user, captures a moment that many believe could be clear evidence of the elusive Sasquatch. Filmed in the remote wilderness of Ontario, Canada, the footage shows boaters enjoying an afternoon on the water when they notice something truly bizarre on a nearby isolated island. The video reveals a bipedal creature walking along the shore before disappearing into the trees. When slowed down, the creature's strange nature becomes even more apparent. Leading many to hail this as possible proof of Sasquatch's existence. Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is said to be a large ape-like creature that lives primarily in the forests from the west coast of British Columbia down to northern California, with sightings reported throughout North America. The name Sasquatch is derived from the Salish word Saskets, meaning wild man or hairy man. The term was popularised in the 1930s by J.W. Burns, a native agent with the Chehalis Band, now known as the Chehalis First Nation. The Chehalis people have long claimed a close bond with Saskets, believing it can move between the physical and spiritual realms. Historical accounts of Sasquatch sightings date back over a century. One of the earliest documented instances is an 1884 article in Victoria's British Colonist, which described the capture of a half-man and half-beast near Yale, BC. The creature, nicknamed Jacko, was described as resembling a gorilla with thick, glossy black hair. According to the article, Jacko was found unconscious on railway tracks and, upon reawakening, was chased by a group of men, who eventually subdued him by dropping a rock on his head. This story was later supported by J.B. Good, former superintendent of the Lytton Indian Mission, who noted the local indigenous groups had long reported sightings of wild men in the woods. The recent footage from Ontario has reignited the debate about Sasquatch's existence, as viewers analyze.
Gosh. You there?
Yeah.
Emily? Okay, I can hear
I'm
you now.
here.
I didn't hear. Oh, well, I said I don't hear you. But
Oh,
anyhow,
I only heard Emily.
oh, well, what do you think about that? Do you see how big that thing is?
It looked pretty big to me. I mean, it looked bigger than me, so I don't know. I don't know what to
Well,
think about all that.
Well, if you see the comparison to the tree, like the height of the trees and like the land, it's pretty. That thing's at least 8 foot tall. At
At
least
least,
eight
yeah.
foot tall, because he's half of the distance. If you stand, he's half the distance from the water to all the way to the ground at the bottom of that big tree, the biggest tree in the middle that's right
Mhm.
behind it. Like if you do the size comparison, like that, he's at least that's at least 20 to 25 feet up off the water. So it's at least 8 to 9 foot tall. That thing is massive, whatever that is. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that either. I know I wouldn't want to be living in Ontario around that area. Like
No,
something
I
like that.
mean,
Mm.
there's a lot of things in the woods that it's sometimes I'm just glad I don't live near the Appalachia, or Canada's got some pretty spooky
I mean, it's
woodlands
all
too.
yeah, it's
So,
all woodland. So there's some things that could be hidden that we have no idea about.
right,
Like
yeah.
it, they only live like the majority of Canadians live like by the Great Lake area because of the trade and all that stuff. And then on the far east coast, uh, bordering the United States, but the whole west side of Canada, like it's remote. Like there's barely anybody that lives there. So how would we know if there was a species there that was recluses? Like how would we really know? We wouldn't.
Or they're smart enough to stay away. So they've learned to blend in, learn to camouflage themselves in with the
Well,
woods.
yeah, I mean, just like our oceans. Like our oceans, like people think, oh, well, there's no way. Like we know what's in our oceans. We have no
No, we have
freaking
no
clue.
idea. Yeah.
We have no idea.
There's I think it's like what, 3% of our ocean we've discovered?
We've mapped from like top to bottom. I think the most that they've actually discovered on live, which would mean from top to bottom, like life in the area, like, which is so hard because a lot of the species in the ocean migrate. So like, how would you
Yeah.
know anyhow? Like at one moment they might not be there, but what if, it's hard
Tomorrow they
saying.
are.
You'd have to literally have so many sensors and cameras that it's not logical. Like it's impossible.
Well,
I
and
mean,
then
it's not.
there's depths of the ocean that we haven't even been to yet. So
Oh yeah,
it's
they
just
might
not
think.
possible to map it all.
I mean, they've mapped a lot of it with satellite, but here's the thing: it only is so good. Like until you actually go down there, you don't know what's down there. There could be a hole that is flush with the bottom of the ocean, and even though it does send wavelengths, whatever, what if it like gets camouflaged because it's not very big of a hole that leads to an entrance to go even deeper? You know what I mean? The hole would only have to be like not even the half. Not, I mean, just think how small it could be to fit a vehicle in it. And we've seen these UFOs. No, they're not like humongous, not all of them at least. So they don't need that much room to go in. Like, so if they have a little hole, like they say that that's probably where a lot of the aliens come from, is literally on our own planet. They might have been here for thousands of years just watching us evolve and living, you know in our oceans, because it's been said for a very long time that the explorers and sailors of the oceans have seen weird lights under the water for centuries. Like, it might even be more than that. Like, probably back even in Nordic, like 2000 years ago during the Egyptian times, I think they even mentioned, like, well, I still think the aliens helped them build the pyramids to begin with. But
Oh, 100%.
I'm not saying that they built it. I'm
They
saying
helped.
that
They
they
helped with
showed us.
technology. But yeah.
Well, didn't they say, it says you have to be placing a brick, one of those blocks, not a brick, one of those like 20-ton blocks every 3 minutes for 20 years straight to be able to build that pyramid, just alone, time wise, like if you were to put it on a time scale. So it's obviously a way they knew how to do it quicker, because the accounts say that it didn't take 20 years to build the pyramids. And nor could they be placing a block every 3 minutes with their technology. It's impossible. So, well, it might be the direct opposite. They might have built it in 20 years, but there's no way that they could have been putting a block down every 3 minutes for 20 years straight with their technology. It's just not possible. We can't even do it. Like, I mean, we could do it, but like it's so weirdly constructed by there's still a big false chamber. There's a big chamber in the pyramid we haven't even been in yet. They found a big like section of it when they were doing the laser, like checking it out, and underneath the pyramid and everything. There's still so many different places that are unexplored in the pyramids. Man, I'll get back to the video. Let's see what weird things are coming up next. Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, we're going to have to do
Aligns the
whole
video, the
episode.
question remains, have these boaters... A viewer named Craig Griffin Jr. has submitted a series of eerie photos to our Slaptown community page over on Facebook, leaving many baffled. Captured during a visit to a museum in Brisbane, Australia with his family, these photos show several strange anomalies that are difficult to explain. The most bizarre and striking feature in the photos is a reflection next to the man in the foreground. Upon closer inspection, it appears to be a figure of a grey woman dressed in period attire. In another part of the photo, where Craig's nephew is sitting in a pram, a mysterious black haze or mass obscures the view. One commenter, Anna M, noted the peculiar details of the reflection. I see a woman in period clothing, long-sleeved plaid dress, sunbonnet, with shackled tied hands behind her back. Her skin is very dark, even for a reflected image. These unsettling details have left many in the community wondering about the nature of these strange anomalies. How does one explain the mysterious grey figure and the dark mass obscuring the child? Could this be a case of paranormal activity, or is there a more rational explanation for these eerie images? As viewers continue to analyse and speculate about the photos, the mystery remains unresolved, leaving us to ponder the possibility of something otherworldly captured in these chilling snapshots.
Okay.
I don't
No.
know about that one. I feel like that could
Neither.
easily be somebody outside the shot standing there with their arms back behind their back. Because I stand that way when I'm looking at stuff too. Like I have my hands and they're clasped behind me
Yeah.
and resting on my lower back. And that's what it looks like to me. It's someone just standing there with their hands
Yeah.
casually
I'd have
folded
to
behind their
agree.
lower back.
I agree because of the fact that not only that is they're in, right? So how do we know that there isn't? I mean, in this, like, what, Nazi stuff?
It looks
So,
like it's a
like,
museum. So there's obviously going to be more people besides just that man, the stroller, and whoever's taking the picture.
exactly. They don't have to be standing right there in front of it for the image. Look at the glass. Over here to the right, right next to it, you can see the reflection of it showing stuff way farther
Well,
away than
and
in
not
the
to
shot.
mention-
Do you get what I'm saying?
Not to mention, it could be a reflection of a reflection from somewhere else in the room. Because it looks like there's glass that goes all the way around this. So they could be,
Yeah.
technically, on the other side of where that man's standing. And that reflection still reflect upon that glass. It's like a mirror. Like, if you've ever been to a fun house and it looks like there's 17 of you, but that's because your reflection's being bounced upon different mirrors. So I don't think that that's paranormal. I think that's just a reflection of a reflection.
That it's just a reflection. I think, for one, it's too hard to tell that. I don't see it. That could be her wearing just a dress, like just regular
Yeah.
dress, like a normal human being. I don't see anything that shows me period
I don't
attire.
either. I feel like
What's
just that's the
period
story
about it?
behind it. That's what
I
people
heard
want them to say.
Yeah,
So
it's a narrative that
Yeah.
they're trying to stick with. But he also, the one thing I love Slap Ham. I love Slap Ham, but there's some that I get it. He leaves it up to the audience to decide. But like some of them are like, this isn't even paranormal. Like you can tell that isn't paranormal.
yeah,
You can
I
see
feel
the
like,
reflection.
and the black thing that he said is covering the baby. I don't see that. What is he talking about there?
I'm guessing when he kind of zoomed in on it with pixelation, there's a little bit of pixelation, but like it's a little fuzzy right there. But that could literally be a small lens. Like it could be so many different things that I'm not
Yeah,
gonna chalk it
I'm
up to
gonna
paranormal.
debunk this and say I don't believe it's paranormal, in my opinion.
I don't either. Not that I'm saying this
Also,
place
that's
isn't
my opinion.
haunted. Like I think this place is haunted, but because museums like have so much history to
turned into a
not-
nightmare.
Here's a cute yet
stuff, you
strange
know what I
little one posted by one of our viewers, Ethereal Ashley 33.
Watch what happens.
The clip shows Ashley's cat intently watching one of our recent episodes on a phone.
Out of nowhere, an unseen force pulls her to the ground.
As the video plays, it looks like the cat is reacting to the clip, seemingly following the action on screen.
This chilling video is bound to make you think twice about leaving your room for a late night snack.
Ashley believes that her cat can see something in the video that we can't.
Out of nowhere, an unseen force pulls her.
Whether it's a genuine reaction to something unseen or just a curious kitty, it's clear that even our feline friends enjoy our content. Before we take a look at a bizarre incident that's happened in Colorado where multiple witnesses claim they saw an enormous UFO floating in the night sky, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our
subscribe
scary
and
and
all their
intriguing
stuff,
clips.
because I watch them daily. Put it out, I watch it the day
A
up.
dozen employees at the Red
'Cause
Rocks
I like
Amphitheater in
seeing
Morrison,
update videos.
Colorado, claim they witnessed a UFO lighting up the night sky, according to the National UFO Reporting Center. The observers who work at the famed concert venue describe seeing a dark metallic disc north of the amphitheater at about 1 a.m. on June 5th, 2024. According to the report, the object, which appeared to be several hundred feet long, hovered in place for about 30 seconds before moving east at a speed of 5 to 10 miles per hour, then vanishing. The UFO was described as a large disc-shaped craft with 3 levels of windows, and it seemed as large as a 3-story office building. One observer noted that the
pretty
craft
big.
remained completely silent and tipped at an angle before slowly heading east, eventually fading away until it was invisible. The sighting left the employees in awe, with one recalling, "One of our
I guess
co-workers
I'm
suddenly said to
blind.
us, 'Hey, what's
What
that
am I
over
seeing?'
there? It looks like a spaceship.' We all turned
Where?
to look in the direction he was pointing, and sure enough, there was a UFO hovering. The group repeatedly asked each other, 'Are you seeing this too?' to confirm
Trying
the
to
shared
figure out what they're
experience.
seeing, I guess.
Despite the extraordinary nature of the
That's not a
sighting, none of
real-
the
that's
witnesses
the
had a
one,
phone
that's
on them
like
to
a-
capture physical evidence of the event,
image.
leaving the
So-
account
Is this just a
reliant solely
story?
on their testimonies.
Like that
This
right
lack
there,
of
like-
photographic or video evidence has fueled speculation and
still trying to-
skepticism
the-
about the
Yeah, he
incident.
just said the lack of
So what do we
video
make
evidence.
of this
So they're
bizarre
just
story?
throwing photos
The
in
absence
there,
of concrete evidence makes
So
it difficult
it's
to
just
draw
a
definitive
story. He's telling a
conclusions.
story.
However, the detailed descriptions and consistent testimonies from multiple
that one,
witnesses
so-
lend some credibility to their account. While some may dismiss the sighting as a case of collective
Thank you so much for
imagination or
awesome videos,
misidentification,
Let's see. Stop. So those are pretty good ones. I mean, yeah, the one was, kind of debunked. The thing like that's what you're supposed to do. You need to like think more, just go, oh yeah, that's creepy. Yeah. We could be wrong also. It's just our opinion, people. Like,
I mean, it's one thing to be
We
creepy
don't
and
know
one thing to be
everything.
paranormal. Just because it's creepy doesn't mean it's paranormal. So,
exactly. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
because like I see creepy shit every day, it doesn't mean it's paranormal.
Like, there's definitely there's sometimes there's explanations. That's for sure. It might be weird. It might look weird. It could be an optical illusion. Our brain does tricks on us to begin with. Like not is it? No, that's something else. I was thinking of a different phobia. Not a phobia. It's when you see faces. Your brain
Oh,
automatically like will make things kind of look like faces because of
yeah.
evolution or whatever. But
I
I
don't know.
can't think
I
of the
see
name.
faces
driving me nuts.
all the time. Like I can see faces in the dirt. I can see faces in my cereal. I can see faces everywhere. There's actually a Facebook page that you can join. It's called Things with Faces. And it's just a bunch of people taking pictures of stuff that looks like it has a face.
Right? What's going on? All right. Sorry it's taking so long. Trying to get the other one uploaded real fast. But I'll have it up in 2 seconds.
I think it's funny. The shirt that I have on, it's Friday the 13th. Levi said this looked like a dog.
Really?
Make it look, yeah, he said it looks like a dog face. And I was like, what? A dog?
I mean,
goes, yeah.
when he said
you
it,
can
now I
kinda
look at
see
it, now I
it.
see a dog. Yeah, I see it for sure.
He's like, why do you have so many dogs on your shirt?
Jeez. Oh my gosh. He would.
I
He
was
would
like,
say
well, I like
that.
dogs, but that's not what they are.
Spooky Hour. The series is called Obscure Mysteries
Right.
and will feature in-depth deep dives into unsolved mysteries that I can guarantee you've never heard of before. It would mean a lot to me if you guys would check out the first episode and let me know what you think. Also, be sure to subscribe to my
This,
second channel, Spooky
by
Hour,
the
so
way,
you'll be
if you
notified of new
gotta go follow him. Those
episodes.
great videos.
Link will be in the top of the description.
Actually,
Thank you.
to his videos just recently. These are actually, some of these are better than Slap Ham. I like it. Ones that I don't see every day.
Right.
I'm subscribed to so many different things. Say, as soon as that video goes crazy, like I'll see
Hello
it
everyone,
before-
my name is Sir Spooks, and today
Some of these I've never seen before.
we will
I
take a
don't
look
know
at
who
9 scary
people send
videos.
them to
But
them or
before we
whatever.
begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The following videos we're going to take a look at come to us from a TikTok user known as the Unknown RGV. In the first video, the uploader explains that him and a friend were told by many people to use the Randonautica app for a video idea. For those who are unaware, the Randonautica app allows the user to explore their local environment and report on their discoveries by generating coordinates at random. The app's developers claim that it is an attractor of strange things, allowing users to select certain locations based on a predetermined theme.
Why haven't I been doing
Upon trying
this?
out the app for the first
What is
time,
it called?
the TikTok user and his
Randonautica?
friend were given a random location located in McAllen,
Yeah.
Texas. Upon arriving there, they noticed that the app had taken them to a random field that was 20 minutes away. The two approached a dead end but continued exploring nevertheless. Then, out of nowhere, the friends
I'm
noticed something
installing
not
it.
too far in the distance
So
that
am I
scared them
right now.
silly. Take a look.
They're probably taking.
And they say advertising don't work,
Yeah, no shit.
right?
You lower my phone up for what is that though? What is that? Why is someone running? No, lower it down, lower it down.
This is the one I was talking about.
Wait, no, you can stop. Dude, nah, that bro. There's someone running. He's just running. Dude, that's just too fast though. It's fast, right? Yes.
Out of nowhere, a mysterious person can be seen running in total darkness and seemingly coming out of nowhere before vanishing into the thin air. Obviously, this must have been absolutely terrifying to witness in person, especially in the middle of the night in a creepy, isolated
That
area.
looks like a car.
In a second video that was posted by the uploader, he shows the exact spot in which the figure was running, just so people could get a better sense of their surroundings during the
And then
first video.
Like, look at this, all this flat. Yeah, it's blocked off.
Their
Bike, you know what I mean? It's flat as a pancake. Look how long.
Running.
It's like a perfect
way,
drag
dog.
strip.
What?
Be flying on a dirt bike.
This is
or
where it was running the whole.
whatever.
Yeah.
If you're
I don't know about
riding
that
on
one.
stuff that you shouldn't be riding on, you're not.
Nah, dude,
Have your
there's
lights
no
on.
way.
Like you could be standing in the
What
back
would
of
you
a
do if you
four-wheeler
saw
and it
someone
looks
running
like
in
the guy
total
on the back
darkness
of
in the middle of the night?
four-wheeler's running.
Be sure to let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, like, but now that the more I start thinking about it, you can.
Yeah.
Over on TikTok, a man named
Weird.
Marshall posted a video to
No,
his
for
account in
real.
which he says that he just got
My
back
doll
inside from helping his daughter board the
just
school
moved
bus
on
in
the
morning.
shelf.
When he
Pause it.
entered his house and heard some strange noises coming from somewhere inside, despite the fact that he's supposed to
All right.
What?
Yeah,
What did you say?
that was weird, dude. I was just sitting here, and I have a bookshelf over here, and it has my 3 I bought these supposedly haunted dolls a long time ago, and I've had them for like ever. I've not really ever got anything from them, but like kind of cool, so I keep them on the shelf. It just fucking fell over. It's been sitting in the
That's
same spot, and I shit you not, I am not lying. It's been sitting in the same spot, not moved for over a month and a half. Just fell over sideways
that's weird.
out of nowhere. Yeah, tell me about it. All right. Interesting. I guess I'll be saging after I get off of this. Interesting. Now it makes me want to take the blur off the background just in case anything comes popping up behind me or something. Because now I feel like I have something watching me now. But I think that's not, you know, it's not because I think that there is. It's just because once something like that happens, like your body, like it's fight or flight, and it's picking up. It's just in defend mode. You know what I mean? Like that's what I feel like. Like I just got to keep looking over there because it doesn't feel right.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Meanwhile, but what I was gonna say is on that video, I was saying like I started thinking of, I mentioned the light thing. How fast that thing was moving, there's no way whatever that was would be moving without lights on. You'd have to have lights. It's too dark. I mean, that's one thing that's kind of bothering me about it now that I think about it is maybe it is something paranormal because like why was it moving that fast and why was it moving that fast without I know the video is kind of glitching out a little bit, but it's moving really, really fast across the horizon. Like fast enough to be moving at least over 100 miles an hour, whatever it was. So without lights on, like what is it? Like and
Yeah,
who
I don't know.
you know, that would be really stupid to be moving that fast without any lights on. So if it is like someone standing up on the back of a four-wheeler, it's going like 100 mile an hour, which I doubt it's a four-wheeler. But like, I don't know now. Now it's kind of creeping me out. Like, what is that? That's definitely different. I don't know that one. On to the next one. I think I'm gonna just off the feed so that I think it's working too hard. So while the video's playing, I'm gonna set us off to the side and we can just talk on it
Okay.
because I think that's part of it. So I'm gonna hide.
Be home alone. Almost as soon as he says this, the noise in question can be heard pretty well, which is coming from the basement stairs. Have a listen and see what you think about the eerie noise.
I was putting my daughter on the bus, and I came in, nobody else is here, and I'm hearing something on our basement stair. There, right there. I'm gonna check it out. Stop. Hello?
As you just heard, there is obviously someone or something inside of Marshall's house that's causing the sounds to be made. But as for what exactly, nobody's really sure, which is quite creepy to say the least. In a second video that was posted, Marshall can be seen reacting to the sounds that are coming from the basement stairway once again, but this time something rather interesting happens.
Of course it stops as soon as I'm here. Hello? Hello? What the
that's what they're doing, and they're like giving the person time to get down the stairs and like opening it up and making it seem like it just happened. But one thing I did notice is you can see the door move from being pounded on. So like I almost want to, I think I'm going to go back a little bit just because I want to kind of check this out a little bit more. Maybe I want to.
Hey, if you're gonna be
Yeah.
talking, you got to be on the screen so they can hear you.
Oh,
I just
okay.
added you because I saw your mouth moving, but I couldn't hear
Okay.
what you were
Well then,
saying.
okay. Now that makes sense. Okay. Well, what I was saying to myself, obviously, was,
Repeat, please, so we can all hear you.
yes. You know those TikTok videos where like you could throw clothes up and then it would cut and you'd like put clothes on obviously and then it would look like it took right off from where you stopped.
Mm-hmm. The transition.
You could, yeah. Couldn't you do that with a door and then give the
Yeah.
person time to get to the bottom of the stairs?
Technically,
Like
yes.
that's why these are hard for me to believe. Because this would probably be easier to do than the close shots and stuff with just a solid door. But the one thing is if the video looks like it cuts at all when the door's knocked on. So I'm gonna replay it real quick.
Hello?
I mean, I didn't see a cut there, but
As soon as Marshall gets near the basement
didn't
door,
either.
the knocking noises
So the
immediately
audio
stop,
didn't change
almost as
in
if
any way,
whoever or
shape-
whatever is
No.
making the noise knows that Marshall is nearby
So I
and doesn't
don't
want to
think
get
that.
caught.
I think this is,
Marshall also mentioned in the
And he has
description of
other-
one of his
and
videos
he
that he
doesn't do it
lives
all the
near
time,
an
but it
old
would be a lot of work
cemetery
to pull it
and
off all
believes
the
that
time.
maybe the house is haunted by one of the deceased, which is certainly a good theory. What do you guys think is going on inside of Marshall's basement? Do you think there's some kind of unwanted visitor inside? Or is
I
this
mean,
the work of a
take
clever
a second to
supernatural
open.
entity?
I saw that door
Be sure to
move
let me
out
know in
and
the
rip that
comments
son.
below.
Like at this, trying to catch it. Why would you wait? To be 2 minutes. It'd be
The following
then
eerie
grab.
video
Like,
was
why would you
posted to the popular UFO subreddit by
I
a user known
mean-
as the Last
mid
Samurai
pound? You rip
69,
it open.
who filmed the
I
video in
would.
London,
If you're
England.
trying, if you're
The
getting
user
bugged
submission
every
statement
day,
reads as
and
follows.
you're trying to catch.
Quote, I saw
doing
this
this,
object moving across
You're
the
not gonna
moon.
wait.
Beautiful orangey moon
Waiting to rip
last
the
night.
door open.
I can tell you it was exactly 23:06.
Like,
Apart from
Can't
being
catch it off
flabbergasted
guard
at the
if you're
moon's
getting
beauty, I couldn't
start.
believe there was a long object moving very slowly from left to right.
but it's just kind of weird.
Has anyone seen anything like this before, and can someone help me find an explanation, please? I posted on the London subreddit, but I'm not sure we found any explanations. End quote. He then edited the statement a little bit later on, stating that, quote, I don't think it's a stationary object. The moon is moving from left to right in this video, therefore if the object is stationary, then it would go from right to left in this video, which it doesn't. It's a good idea, but I think it's definitely a very slowly moving object. I also thought of an arch of balloons that may have escaped a wedding, but this object doesn't move that much in terms of bending, which I'd expect a group of balloons to do. End quote. So far, nobody in the comments seems to be 100% certain what's going on in the video either, but there are quite a few people that believe that the object is none other than a UFO.
Jeez.
One commenter said, quote, perhaps a distant contrail segment silhouetted against the moon, end quote. So what do you guys think is going on here? Be
Hey,
sure to let
that's
me know in the comments.
people use their brain.
Some
It
people.
could be like a chemtrail. It could be.
A
It
home
could.
real
Yeah, I
estate
mean, that
agent
may-
assists clients
It's
in buying,
probable.
selling, and
That was a
renting
good theory.
residential properties.
It's very
They
probable,
often also
'cause
will walk potential buyers through the house in question so
Obviously.
they can get a good idea of what the home will
wisp
look
of a
like
cloud, if
and how
that was a
comfortable it'll
part of it.
feel before they make the
That's-
grand purchase. Of course, naturally, not every home is going to be for everybody, such as the case here, albeit for some pretty scary reasons, as I'm sure you can expect. The following video was posted to TikTok by a user known as VTaylor72. and showcases an agent showing off an apartment to some people who are
looks
interested in it. So far, so good. As the agent walks through the house, it's clear that the place looks quite nice and very cozy. However, it seems as though there may be someone else there who think it's cozy as well.
Why would you think it's cozy?
Watch
There's no
this.
furniture.
Well, I mean,
Is that closet?
That's why.
I mean, they're checking the house out, like.
Oh, sorry, I kicked you.
Like I've done, like recorded,
There's a person.
so you could show people what it
I
was
think
like.
I
You know,
saw this video on TikTok. I'm almost 90% sure that they.
As the
I saw this
TikToker
video
opens up
I'm
one
gonna
of the
try to
closets
pause
in the
it.
apartment, she's shocked to find a man who seems to
try
be
to pause it.
sleeping inside.
Yeah, I did. There's
Boom.
dudes sleeping in the closet.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Like
I
someone.
saw this on
like
TikTok.
it could be This guy probably had a wild night and
No,
stumbled in.
he
and
said
thought
he had
it was
no
his
idea
house.
how he got there. So he
That's
obviously
what I'm
had a
saying.
good
I've
night.
blacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I blacked out and woken up like, where the hell am I? And
No, I
those weren't
remember
my
seeing
proudest
this on
moments.
TikTok, and it was one of those things where people were like, "What's so paranormal about this?" There's nothing paranormal about it. It's just some random drunk dude in a house.
Yeah, it's
He's
definitely
apparently-
paranormal, but if you take the word paranormal, it means something out of like the ordinary, not normal. If you were going to check out a house and you were filming just randomly and all of a sudden you open the door and there's a person there, that's pretty fucking paranormal in a sense that it's not your everyday run-of-the-mill
but
type
what-
experience.
People don't use paranormal that way, so
They think ghosts, all that, but
Yeah.
it can be a wild, you can use a word in lots of contexts. So I can see where, but this is a good one though, because it's pretty messed up. Like that would creep you the hell out, wouldn't it? Could you imagine
Hell
how much
yeah,
that
it
would scare
would.
you if you're checking out a house to
I would
buy?
not be buying
and all
that
of a sudden-
house.
Nope. How did this guy get into this thing? Like he come through a window? Was it wide open? Why is a realtor? Like what's going on here? There's so many questions, more than they're giving answers. But
She calls out loud that there's a person in the closet, much to the surprise of the agent. The video ends a couple of seconds later.
yeah, next.
Room or
Okay.
bedroom of the
Hold on.
This next clip comes to us from the Paranormal Encounters subreddit and was posted by a user named Flying Builder. The video in question is a 9-second long piece of security camera footage that was recorded in what appears to be the living room or bedroom of the homeowner's house in the middle of the night. Instantly, it's clear that there's something strange going on inside
That's
this
an
room.
office, bro.
Take a look and see for yourself.
That's a dog.
What's the thing?
An extremely strange orb can be seen floating around on the floor of the room, while a dog can be heard barking at it angrily as soon as it turns its head and notices it as well.
Oh, that's a dog.
Unlike a lot of orb videos that you'll see scattered throughout the internet, this one is legitimately
could be a
creepy and
mirror.
doesn't look like something that could be easily explained away, such as dust or insects.
I feel like there's
It's
something
also worth
shiny
noting
in
that
that
the
room.
dog barks at it angrily, meaning that there's definitely something of
when you
interest here.
reflect
I
your
mean-
watch
Because
or
if it was just a
something.
bug or some dust or something of the like, the dog simply wouldn't care. But it's clear that whatever this thing is,
One thing that
bothered the
I'm
dog.
noticing is the
So what
dawn.
is
If
it
you look
exactly?
right across the
Nobody knows.
look at the
But
glare.
if you have any theories here, be sure to let me know as
at
always.
the camera, 'cause it's so straight, and it could
Yeah, it's
be
some
possibly
sort of
doing
light.
that. I don't know.
I don't. I think
I mean,
the
I've
Over
seen a
dog.
lot
on
of
TikTok,
orb
a user known as
like that.
Likitio Fabri posted
Yeah.
a video to his account in which himself and a friend are shown playing some video games late at night,
is definitely
simply
weird,
trying to
though.
enjoy the evening together.
Look in the
The two
background.
can be seen smiling and having fun, but in just a couple of
gonna
seconds,
be something
those
behind
smiles are going to
the eyes.
noticeably disappear and be replaced with a look of pure worry and concern. Watch this part at around the 18-second mark.
I'm guessing that doorway back there. Is that the refrigerator? Refrigerator.
Did it just open?
Yeah. I think it's one of the refrigerators. Or at first.
Out of nowhere, the door opens all by itself, something that the one guy notices and is visibly freaked out by. However, the guy is able to brush it off after a few seconds and continues playing the game with his friend. At around the 1 minute mark, the guys stand up, and it's here in which things once again get spooky.
What?
Oh, the shirt moved?
As you can see, one of the chairs in the room randomly moves all by
It's
itself, much to the horror of
But
the
check
two
this
friends.
out. If these
The two
kids
stand there in
joke,
complete shock for a
it
few
didn't
seconds
move
before
until
the
the
video eventually
walk
ends.
to the right.
Pause it.
What would you guys do if you were to find yourself
For
What were you
one,
saying?
this is why I'm skeptical. Why I'm skeptical of this video is because, for one, that way the heck back there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get it. People streaming stuff, I guess. Like, they could be doing that right now. But, like, how do you know that they're opened? He's not back there. He can't see it.
Unless he heard
So how
it.
did he know that door opened back there?
I mean, unless he heard it. I mean, my refrigerator, when you open it, you can hear it open.
But the second piece that gets me is, as soon as it happens, he looks back, right? I guess that doesn't happen weird, but it didn't sound like it made a loud noise. But we didn't catch
I mean,
it.
it
Maybe
could
he
be
did.
a particular sound that he's used to. So,
But what's getting me is chair doesn't start moving until this kid walks away over this way. And the chair goes, so if feet, you don't know if they have a string tied, because you could tie it to the bottom of this chair. You could literally run from the bottom of this dude's foot, and you could have pulled the door open and knew exactly when, because he did it right at
yeah,
which,
I mean, it's possible, but
like,
that would be
but
the way that the string
it's
would
gonna
have to be
probably show
tied
it
wouldn't
again.
open that door,
in
though.
a
It
situation
would
like this
close it.
one? I think it's safe to say that
Yeah,
we would all
that
probably
is
freak
true.
out and want to get out of that house as soon as possible.
As soon as that kid walks like that, it just looks like the shirt flaps. Reminds me of something.
The next video we'll be
that would
taking a
be
look at is sure to
something.
blow your mind. It was posted to the UFO subreddit by a
It
user
could
known as
be.
Sleepy Joe 2024 and showcases
Sleepy
some
Joe
truly fascinating footage of what
2024.
appears to be a flying saucer caught on thermal camera. The 34-second video is quite an
Not real, this
interesting
is
watch,
anime.
mainly
This
because
is
we don't
like a-
usually get to see UFO sighting videos on the
segment
internet
of
that were filmed with a thermal camera.
video.
Take a look and see the video for yourself.
This is a good one. This is one of my.
No
This is one of the best
way.
ones I've seen.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
that's pretty erratic. Or is that the...
Yeah, and then he goes in the.
One commenter said the object moved as if aliens were moving it around like a mouse cursor on a cosmic screen. Others seem to agree that that could actually be what's going on in the video. Sadly, because there isn't a whole lot of context that was provided with the footage by the uploader, there aren't a bunch of things to speculate about, but it certainly looks like a flying saucer by all means. Whether it is or not though, it's hard to deny just how mind-blowing the footage is.
It's better than this that I gotta find. A UFO segment, I think. I will just straight to UFOs.
For some reason, the guys in this next YouTube video that we'll be taking a look at randomly decides to get the idea to drop a GoPro camera down a mysterious pipe that they stumble across. Little did they know that in doing so, they would end up capturing one of the most terrifying noises that you will hear in quite a while. Have a listen and see what you can hear.
Bro, do you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of glitchy, so it was kind of hard to really hear it, but like I can hear what they were saying. Like not they were saying, but it
Well, I think
almost sounds
something
like
got on the.
a rhythmic something. It was almost too spaced apart, perfectly spaced apart for it to be an animal of any sort. Or I don't know, it sounded like maybe an echo from the top of the pipe.
I mean,
Maybe.
I guess someone could be like, I don't know though. It sounds like it's right up on the camera because the camera has something on it. That's why it's all blurry right now. Like it's
Right.
just,
No, I get
yeah.
that.
But
But what I
that
was saying is
breathing,
like that growling, that breathing, it was like a grrr, grrr. Like it was a rhythm. There was a rhythm to it that wasn't
yeah,
animalistic or I don't know. It didn't sound
human
human
in any
or
way.
yeah, it didn't sound like something that had a heartbeat or had a heartbeat at one point.
Or
It sounded more of a water dripping in the background to me.
I could hear that, but then like you hear it getting closer and closer and closer. Like you
Right.
can hear it doing the thing, and then it's like it sees whatever it is and is like trying to be quiet and sneak up on it, and you can just start
Maybe.
hearing
I don't
its
know. It was pretty
breathing.
glitchy for on my
Okay.
side.
I don't know. It was definitely, I don't know. It's
I
still
could
not
hear
over, I
it, but
guess.
it didn't sound animalistic or human.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we don't know what that is, whatever it
Yeah.
is. I mean, I
Didn't
don't
really
know. Like
sound paranormal either.
I know I could hear the breathing. The breathing was what was creeping me out because it sounded like a raspy style. Like you could definitely like hear. Like to me, I could hear breathing.
I mean,
But
I could
yeah,
hear breathing, yeah, but to me it sounded like I could replicate that with something else. It didn't sound like actual breathing. It sounded like what they wanted you to think was breathing. I
right,
don't know.
right. I'm gonna
Power
see
of
if it'll.
suggestion, I think, is what that was.
I know. I'm gonna let it play. Maybe it has some more stuff we don't know. They're pulling it up. Man, I want to get dizzy.
As the camera slowly inches its way down the pipe, it's clear that there's something incredibly creepy down there. that is growling or making some kind of a heavy breathing noise. The growling or breathing noises continue for about a solid minute before they stop altogether, leaving us all to wonder what kind of horrors lurk in that pipe. We'll likely never
Well,
know.
it's not. It's
By the end of the
opening.
video, the YouTubers managed to pull the GoPro back up to the surface to safety. It's just a good thing the pipe wasn't a giant wide one, because if they
has
were
to
to have
glitch so
fallen
damn
down
bad.
there, it's likely that they may never have been able to get back up.
Yeah. Creepy. This is the number one.
A woman on YouTube known as Dee has a channel called Dee's Dark Adventures, in which she posts videos of herself exploring some freaky places and discovering some truly dark and twisted places. In this video that was posted to her channel in June of 2024, Dee heads out to the woods in Ohio, where she finds a strange trail that she can't help but explore a bit. The nearly hour-long video is filled with atmosphere and dread as we watch Dee slowly work her way through the woods, which just feels so creepy, especially in the middle of the night. However, nothing overtly scary happens until around the 30-second mark, when out of nowhere, this can be seen.
What is on my face?
Oh my gosh. I need to stop.
What happened?
Okay. Well, I'm tired of it glitching so bad. It's gonna like mess with the quality setting real fast because I know everybody else has to feel the same way. It's driving me nuts. I rather sit just a little, like at 720, if it'll let. I don't know if I can now that I've already started sharing. Probably can't. So, yeah. If I can go back to it, I feel like, okay. Try this again.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yep. Yep. I can't go home. Oh. Sorry. Please, I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
As you can see, two glowing eyes are shown between the trees, seemingly watching Dee. Then just about 2 minutes later, Dee finds herself in for yet another scare when this happens.
I think I'm gonna stick up the field and walk up the road, even though it's gonna be harder. It's cooler out here. I get more of a break. What is that? It's a snow. Is it, dude? No! It looks like a person, man. But no person. Stop. I need a person. I need a person. It just keeps getting up and down, up and down. Stop! Fuck, I can't run. Somebody drive by, somebody drive by.
A shadowy person can be seen following Dee around the forest, but thankfully, she is able to get away from the entity in question and eventually leaves the area unharmed. But obviously, if she wasn't so quick thinking, she could have been in serious danger. Let's just hope that if she does ever decide to return to this forest to explore, it's not in the middle of the night again. And that was 9 scary.
All right, that last one.
The last one was hard.
last
That would be hard to fake. So
Creepy.
you could hear the sheer panic in her voice that there was obviously something there. And that panic itself is hard to replicate.
True panic, yeah. It really is.
Like even
I
in the
mean-
movies, like you don't hear that heart pounding panic that you can hear in her voice. So I believe that there was something there. She saw something, or she thought she saw something at least.
I
For
agree.
sure.
I definitely just the way her reaction to it was pretty genuine. It felt genuine.
That's probably how I would
mean-
react 100%.
I mean, if I
If
saw
not,
a
I would be
black
dropping some F-bombs though, but
Oh, I would have been screaming, "Fuck you, get away from me. I don't know what you are, but stay the fuck away from me." Like,
also he said that was the middle of the night. That looked pretty bright out for being the middle of the night.
yeah. That was like dusk.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way
Like
that was the middle of
7,
the
8
night.
o'clock. There's no way that was like middle of the night.
No.
It was too bright out. You could see too much.
I mean, in the forest, like, definitely dark because of tree cover, right?
Mhm.
Like, you can definitely tell that, yeah, if you go into the woods in the middle of spring, summer, even fall, beginning of fall, if it's a dusk time and you're under a tree canopy, it's dark. So, but as soon as she ran out, it was like
it was
obviously
like, yeah.
light outside still. So, yeah, it definitely wasn't, dark, but enough to be able to discern from that shadow, whatever that was, with just glowing eyes. That was kind of weird.
It was an odd shape.
And how it just kept sitting down.
The only thing like I can possibly think, I don't know if where that was like geographically, but a bear could make that figure like when they stand up and then they go back on all fours. So like
I mean,
A
a bear
cub, a smaller black bear.
but just its reaction though, like, I don't know. I don't think it's a bear. I don't know what that is.
I'm just
but
saying, what could make that shape would be something large.
yeah, but it wasn't
But not
that
crazy
big either.
large. Yeah.
Like,
So a black bear is really not that big. So I don't know
Yeah,
where
but-
she is geographically to know if there's even bears in that area.
true.
So-
like, just the way it was, the body language though of it. It was just like, it wasn't really like, how you see a bear when it moves, the way that thing moved. I know it was kind of hard to tell because the quality was like, I don't know why. I even downloaded that video. Like, that video is downloaded on YouTube. Like, it shouldn't even have to like stream. It should just play and it shouldn't have any issues. So I don't know what's
yeah,
up with
I don't
that.
know.
I did that because I didn't want that issue, but obviously don't always get what you want, huh? But
Mhm.
hopefully, I had a computer guy come check out my beast back there because I can't get it. It's not working right. But once that's up and going, there'll be no lag time. There'll be no issues, period. So, but yeah, that was the end of the videos, and I think we're about at an hour and 10 minutes. So we keep it short and sweet tonight. And next week, I was thinking about the audience. If anybody has any ideas of a topic that you want us to discuss, though it would have to be very soon. So hopefully more people watch and have an idea of what you want to see. Like, what's
I say we do something on the pyramids or aliens. Well,
like,
we've already kind of talked about aliens, but
yeah.
pyramids and aliens to me kind of go hand in hand. So I'm gonna vote for pyramids of some sort.
Oh, we can do the pyramids. I love the pyramids. I literally go to sleep to Ancient Aliens at night, and one of my
Same.
go-to
I
episodes
used
is
to.
I
I've seen
I
them all,
always
but
play I always play the pyramid ones, or I like to watch the stuff about the Anunnaki, which that kind of goes hand in hand too. Ancient Egypt,
I say we plan on
Mesopotamia.
doing that then. If unless somebody else has a better idea, leave it in the comments and we'll discuss. And
Yeah, maybe we'll focus on like the Anunnaki and ancient Egypt, and just kind of go into a couple different topics from it. But
probably
anyway,
knowing us.
I want to give a shout out to Sir Spooks and Claptam for providing us with that awesome clips for us to go over, because sure makes it a lot easier when someone else compiles them together and we just watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it takes a lot of time, and I appreciate that. So thanks,
And
you
if
guys.
you
I will
guys,
leave a
our
link.
viewers, have videos that you guys have taken from your own personal experiences, send them in. We'd love to see them.
Yeah, I will drop. I mean, it's the dark side of reality at gmail.com if you want to send stuff. So,
Or shoot it to us on Facebook, even. Like, shoot us a
yep,
message and, hey,
we'll
we
see it.
respond pretty quick. So,
Yeah. And yeah. Um, you have anything else to add?
not tonight.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and we will see you next week.
Have a good night.
Peace. If I can stop the recording, I'll just freeze.